So now the cells of epithelium, histology, the first there are cells of epithelium. So epithelium is one of the four types of cells: epithelial cells, connective cells, nerve cells, and muscle cells. So four types of cells in the total human body. The goal is to explain each cell in the epithelium, its functions, fulfill basic syllabus requirements, not exactly complete requirements, just the basic, just a gist. This is not a formal source. Again, this is never a formal source. This is not a standard reference. But I can give you my understanding, my knowledge, what I know. So syllabus gives the types of epithelium, the functions of each epithelium, the distribution of epithelium where it is present, the basal lamina below the epithelium or the basement membrane, so cell junctions, study about the cell junctions, dysplasia, a concept of dysplasia where the epithelium become haphazard, the arrangement of epithelium, the discipline in the epithelium gets disturbed, and metaplasia where one type of epithelium gets converted into another type of epithelium. Now, epithelium, epi means surrounding the tissue. It is the first layer of cells in any tissue that has a cavity and needs protection. So if a blood vessel needs protection inside, it has a squamous epithelium layer, so that the blood that is pushing through the blood vessel does not damage the blood vessels lining. So epithelium protects the deeper layer of tissues. First type of epithelium I'd like to talk about is the cuboidal epithelium. Cuboidal epithelium is a secretory epithelium. It is found in the lumen of ducts and glands, in the tubules of nephrons also, in the proximal convolutor and the loop of Henle. You can find adjacent cells, which are cuboidal cells, which secrete stuff into the lumen of the nephron, and many other glands which have secretions. They can secrete through cuboidal epithelium. Squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium, the alveoli of the lungs, they are found in the blood vessels and lymphatics as a lining, to prevent the lymph and the blood that is flowing through them from damaging the structures. They act as a thin membrane for gas exchange in the alveoli, so they also act as a membrane. So columnar cells. Columnar cells also secretory cells, just like cuboidal cells. They are also secretory cells. They line stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. Ciliated cells. Cilia help the movement of particles away from the body. So cilia, they keep whiplashing, they keep beating, and send the particles over them from one point to another, from proximally to distally or distally to proximally, depending upon the direction of the ciliary movement. Pseudostratified ciliated columnar cells. These cells appear as if there are multiple layers of columnar cells, but actually it is a single layer of columnar cells that vary in size. Lines the vas deferens and prostate has the function of movement of semen. They move the semen to the seminal vesicle and the prostate, distally to ejaculate out of the body. Stratified squamous cells forms a tough coat around the oral cavity and vagina, and also through the esophagus. So stratified squamous cells, they are tough cells. They don't secrete much, but they form a tough layer of protection. Like if food goes through the esophagus, the rough edges of the food might damage the esophagus, but to prevent the damage, these squamous epithelium are formed. Transitional epithelium is a unique type of epithelium found in urinary tract. It has a layer of umbrella cells outside, which uh, which gives extra protection. So cell junction. The cell junction has adjacents and weak adherent. There are multiple things between one cell and another. These cell junctions are between each cells, and between the cells are. So dysplasia. Dysplasia is the condition in which the cells lose their lose their structure and can invade through the cell membrane. Sorry, not the cell membrane, the basement membrane, and they can convert from one type of epithelium to another type of epithelium, which is known as metaplasia. Dysplasia, the arrangement of cells is disturbed. Arrangement of epithelial cells is disturbed due to various traumatic and damaging factors. So metaplasia is a conversion of one type of epithelium into another type of epithelium. I'll give you an example. The stomach contains columnar epithelium, and esophagus contains squamous epithelium. If the acid keeps regurgitating to the esophagus, it has to secrete gastrin, or it has to secrete mucoid material so that the esophagus does not get damaged. So what the esophagus does is it changes the squamous epithelium into columnar epithelium so that it can bear with the acidic damage. Similarly, um, to decrease secretory function and to increase protective function, columnar epithelium can be converted into squamous epithelium. Depending upon the function, there will be adaptation. Before that, there will be dysplasia. So, conversion of one type of epithelium to another type of epithelium due to some reason, due to an adaptive change, is known as metaplasia. So, thanks. These are the basics. So, basic epithelium. I've done epithelium. So, thanks.